and now, because I wrote a blog about this and I got so many questions about it. Welcome, Brian. Welcome. Hello, hello. Oh, he's connecting to audio. And Emma and Varia, please go ahead and turn on your cameras. Don't be shy, and turn on your sounds. We're going to be introducing each other to each other. Oh, so many people are coming in. Okay. Crystal, I'm going to have to let you do that.
Yep, I'm good. We're live on Facebook in the B2B CEO Society.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Oh.
I am Chala Dinkoy, the CEO and founder of The Repositioning Expert. Welcome to the tea time, Tuesday tea time with Chala. Ta-da! This is actually a Turkish tea glass that I brought back from Turkey, where my family's from. But I went back just before COVID. I don't know if you can see, but if anybody's ever had like Turkish tea, this is not the actual tea. This is actually mint tea. But yeah, so this is what it looks like, you guys. So what's everyone drinking? Lift it up. Let me see what you're drinking. Okay. Is anybody having tea? Yeah? Easy. It's Tuesday tea. I know. My
ginger tea.
Oh, you got ginger? Okay. All right. We got all the spices. My trainer, my personal trainer, forbid me alcohol and coffee. So it's tea.
Time to find a new trainer.
Yeah. Time to get rid of her. I know.
Yeah.
All right. So what I do for a living is I'm an elevator pitch coach. So I thought this is the best place where I can hear as many elevator pitches as I can, because you guys are going to tell me what you all do. But before we do that, I always like to give you a little bit of value and talk about the blog of the week that I wrote. So the blog of this past week that I wrote was 3 ways to make cash now, because I had a business owner call me and he said, Chala, my business is shut down because of COVID. I need cash right now. And he had been enrolled in a marketing program, like a sales and marketing program. And they had him doing a ton of work, and he was doing tons of work, but none of it was converting. He needed cash like today. So I don't know if any of you are in that position, but I'm going to give you 3 ways, 3 things to do that I think will get you cash right away. So the first is, and this is going to come as a shock to you, but please stop marketing. So what I mean by please stop marketing is content is slow and passive. Okay. Read my lips. Content is a slow and passive way to get clients, because not only do you have to spend the time to produce the content, to post the content, but you have to wait for people to notice the content, to consume the content, and then to want to contact you, and then to convert them into a client. Now, and I'm a marketing strategist. That is my job. But I'm telling you, if you're in a cash crunch right now, stop the marketing. So what should you do instead? One thing that you need to do, absolutely have to do, is you have to get clear on who you're going to call. Who is your target and what is the problem you solve for them? And I don't want you to just get generic about it. This is what my whole masterclass is about, the lead gen masterclass on December 7th. It's based on a concept called super niching. I want you to take the most expensive problem that you solve for only one industry or one group of people. And then I want you to call those people or contact those people and tell them that's what you help them with. Okay, so get clear. So step number 2, step number 1 is stop marketing. Step number 2 is, hello, Michelle. Step number 2 is get clear on your who and your what. Now, how do you get clear on your who and your what? Well, we're going to have like a 9-day free education about it, and we'll give you all the links for that. But the first and foremost, what we do is we ask the market. So how we ask the market is we make a few assumptions based on, we concentrate just on industries or for B2C interest groups. And then we go and we make some assumptions about 3 of their most expensive problems that we can solve. Then we go and we talk to them and we ask them to validate that. And then we pick whichever industry that we can reach to the easiest, the fastest, who's willing to pay us for that most expensive problem that we can solve. So that's called the niche research. And we do that by talking to people that are prospects in the market. So that's just the very, very top level of how to figure out your who and your what. So Step number 2 was figure out your who and your what. And then step number 3 to get cash right now is outreach. You are not going to make a single dime if you don't do outreach. And the outreach is, it's all online, you guys. Yes, we're networking online. Conferences are online. Speaking opportunities are online. And guess what? Outreach is online. So I almost every other week or almost every week, I am closing multiple 5-figure clients from outreach and through LinkedIn. And it could be, we haven't even tried to do a Facebook and Instagram yet. My team is doing that. But let me tell you what happened for me. And a lot of you know the story, but I made my living last year I live in Canada, just by getting on a plane and going to speak at conferences in the US. And I had my best year ever. I never even picked up the phone. I spent half the day at the gym most of the time, and I had more clients than I knew what to do with. Come COVID, all that went away. So the borders closed between Canada and the US, and I had 0 funnels. I had 0 ways of getting new clients. So what I did was I invested in learning on how to do outreach online. Now I have a very capable team. I've had teams in the Philippines. I have one in Kenya. I've even had one, in the States, and I have a team in Canada. So what they do is consistency and volume. These are the 2 things you need to do. I'll give you our metrics. We do about 200 interactions online per day. So that's 100 new connections and 100 conversations from the new connections. Now, if you can't reach to that, do what you can, but this is what's been working for me. And as I said, I've converted my funnels, and this is scalable. I couldn't have possibly gotten on the plane 3 more times than I already did last year. That would have killed me, but this is sustainable. So remember, consistency, you have to do it every day, and you have to do it in volume. So I hope that was helpful. So those were the 3 ways to make cash now. And that's what I told this fella who had paid whatever little money he had left to this coaching program that gave him all this amazing advice on how to redo his website, how to do social media, how to post on social media. In fact, one of the new clients that I just closed today is a private school, and they had just hired a marketing firm to do a new website and social media, and they still nowhere. And it's because they're missing the outreach, and also because they're not clear on their who and on their what. So that's enough of my soapbox. I wanted to give you that. I had so many comments, so many questions after I did this blog last week. So unless you have any other questions, let's move on to introducing ourselves to each other. So let's start with Deborah. Why don't you tell us what you do and who you help? And you can unmute yourself, or Crystal, do you? Oh, okay, you got it.
Thanks so much. I appreciate this. I'm Deborah Laurel, and I help businesses maintain and develop skilled employees and managers so that they can be successful.
Very nice. Very nicely done. All right. Thank you. Pat, let's meet you.
Hi, I'm Pat Burney. I'm in Burlington, Ontario, and I teach people how to create lives of freedom by helping them create multiple residual streams of income and also optimal health. So with those 2 things, you can basically live the life that you want.
Very nice. Thank you. Caitlin.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Domner. I'm the founder of bookofexperts.com. We are a referral network and media company for online service providers, where we connect entrepreneurs to each other and then to the world with a revenue share of the new business that we bring them.
Very nice. Thank you. Brian.
I'm Brian Bearden. We build websites that make your phone ring. We take a very strategic approach to helping you reach the right customers, convert leads, and grow your business.
Nice. Very nice. All right, Stacy.
Hi, I'm Stacy Ruth. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, if you can't hear by the accent. I am a leadership coach for women executives who are struggling with the ability to make decisions in an increasingly challenging time with onslaught of information, to get clarity using scientifically proven intuition.
Ooh, very nice. Thank you. Emma.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emma Watterson, and I am a health coach and love working with other busy parents and professionals and helping balance their work and home life.
Thank you. Varya.
Hi everyone, my name is Varya Janari. I'm working in Ukrainian IT company. So I'm providing a OPEF tool for performance management and automation review cycle for employee engagement. So it's a little bit short information.
Thank you. Yes, it's kind of hard to hear, but at least you made it.
Oh, okay, can you hear me well now?
Yes, it's just breaking.
Hello?
I think, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yes, it's a big distance, maybe that's why. Sorry for that.
That's okay. Michelle.
Hi, everyone. I'm a video confidence expert, and I help business leaders go from panicked, freaked out, or overwhelmed on camera to becoming clear, concise, and compelling so they can build trust and authority virtually anywhere.
Very nice. Okay, the next gentleman, I can't see your name, sir. The one in the white shirt. Oh, I can't hear you either. Yes.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir? Oh, Robert. Oh my God, I didn't even recognize you. How are you?
Oh, just try to stay out of trouble. You know how it is.
Oh my God. So yeah, tell us what you do.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the CEO of Cerex. We help companies capture, nurture, then convert, all the while reducing the cost of the value proposition of their own value propositions by helping map out, optimize, then automate the various business processes with targeted tools, including CRM, marketing automation, procurement systems, and others. And then we complement all the above with a call center services that include calling lists in order to obtain castle compliance, appointment setting, and much more.
Thank you. I'm so glad you made it.
Oh, finally. Yeah, it was tough.
Uh-huh.
Got the right day this time.
All right. Okay. And next, we're going to ask an award-winning accountant to go. Introduce yourself, sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lawrence Fox, and I'm the CPA that loves to do bookkeeping. I collaborate with your tax preparer who loves to do the tax side. I work with coaches, consultants, and other creatives like copywriters and artists and makers to stop them worrying about their bookkeeping.
All right. Tell us about your award.
So they have less stress, more time for other stuff like a life, and confidence that their books are done right, like their HST is filed correctly. And I know that Chala loves statistics, so I can tell you that in a recent unscientific survey, 63% of the people I spoke to said confidence in having their books done was the #1 reason they look for a bookkeeper.
Ooh, all right. Now tell us about the award.
Yes, okay, so I won the platinum level award in the Toronto Star Best of 2020 competition in the bookkeeping department. So I am now award-winning.
Yeah, exactly. I like it.
So
exactly. Well
I
done.
like to say I'm the guy to call when you absolutely positively hate doing your books. I help people move to the web. They want to do online accounting.
Very nice. Hey, Lynn. All right. Thank you so much. Craig, your turn.
Good afternoon, everybody. Craig Anderson. I work with business owners who are growing in their business, but struggling to manage that growth due to issues with people, processes, and planning. And they're afraid if they bring leaders in around them, they're going to lose control of the business. So I show them how to do that so they maintain control of the business so it grows the way they want it to grow, so that they have time to focus more on the future instead of the day-to-day.
Very nice. Thank you very much. And Angela, if you want to turn on your camera, if you can.
I am actually driving, but
Oh,
I'll be
no.
willing. I'll be willing to introduce myself.
Sure.
I am Angela Hill from Journey Changers, which is a one-stop transitioning resource for students who are transitioning into college, the workplace, or an entrepreneurship. And I am known as the Inspirational Scholarship Coach, where I help students plan, navigate, and master the scholarship application process so they can graduate college with little or no debt.
Very nice. Thanks for being here again, Angela. And drive safe. You're probably going somewhere for Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
Okay, Lynn, tell us who you are. Unmute.
Yes, I know. My mouse was not cooperating.
Oh, no.
So I apologize first for being late, but I wasn't able to get into the link.
Yes,
so.
I know. That's our fault. That's our fault, not yours.
It's nobody's fault. Just thankful that I was able to join. So my name is Lynn Lassell, and I am referred to as the identity coach because I help professionals kick the have-to habit, become number one on their to-do list so that they can redefine their ROI in all areas of their life.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, you guys. Now, the next question I'm going to ask everyone, are you ready? This is a good one. What was the best thing to happen to your business in 2020? And I'll go first. I've learned how to do online sales. That's the best thing that happened to me during 2020. All right, next, Deborah.
I learned how to design virtual training.
Wow, you see, everybody's all about the virtual. I love it. I love it. And by the way, I'm so rude. I didn't introduce Crystal because so many of you know her. She is my, queen of operations and technical genius. And yeah, so meet her, everyone. Do you want to say a few words, Crystal?
Sure, I'll give you my little spiel. Did you know 7 out of 10 small business CEOs have no idea how to utilize technology and get their message out on the scary world of the web and therefore lose on prospects? So what I do is I build your back end to work seamlessly with funnels and systems so you can focus on your front end and what you do best, which creates one big giant lead magnet.
Woohoo! That's what we want. That's what we want. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, Pat. What was the best thing that happened to your business in 2020?
Well, since one of my streams of income is a health business that I've been partnered with for 15 years, people started to take their health more seriously and worry about immunity and just general overall looking after themselves. So it did really boost my business.
Nice.
Very I have no idea why I'm so fuzzy looking. This has never happened before. My camera.
Oh, maybe you got some coffee on it or something?
Yeah, you have a smudge on your camera. You'll
could be somebody's finger, maybe the cat. Oh, she's cleaning it. Oh God, it got worse.
That's no better. I'll have to do it. I was carrying my laptop around, so I probably had my thumb on it.
It's so funny, I know. All right, Caitlin.
Yeah, well, our whole business model pivoted. We started Book of Experts originally just as a way to start conversations online. And now in 2021, it'll probably be our #1 revenue generator. So an unexpected pivot from just changing how we did our marketing became an actual revenue stream for us. So that's pretty exciting.
That is exciting. It's such a new world, isn't it, of invention. We all have had to pivot. Brian, what was the best thing in 2020 for your business?
I'm probably the only one that's going to say COVID. But what happened is with COVID, B2B sales meetings are not taking place, and that neglected website that's been sitting out there doing absolutely nothing is now more important than ever. And so like I'm redesigning websites where the news hasn't been updated in 9 years.
I love it. I love it.
So I'm like, what record can we set? How old is the news on the site? So right now it's 11 years. They didn't touch the website in 11 years.
Honestly, that's embarrassing. All right. Good job. Good job. All right. Stacy, what's the best thing that happened to your business this year?
I'm going to have a hard time choosing. I have a tie. So one of them was that I finished, I guess COVID for me, but I had enough time to focus to finish my book that I just sent to the publisher, and I'm super excited about that. Own Your Own Shift, the freedom, power, and passion to be unstoppable. And at the same time, I got asked to speak to the International Women's Conference next March on a stage with 12,000 women in attendance in a hybrid event. So that's going to be really fun.
That is, is that a virtual?
It's hybrid. So there will be some people there. It's actually being held in Vegas. And of course they would love to do it live, but yeah.
Yeah, but Vegas, everything's open, I've heard.
It's open, but they're going to still do a hybrid because they know a lot of people are not going to want to.
I'm scared, yeah.
Take that little gamble. Haha. See, gamble. See how I did that? Gamble.
I see it. I see it. So great. All right, Emma, the best thing to happen this year to the business.
Hi. So definitely networking, online networking has definitely been the biggest for me for 2020. And so grateful we have so many online platforms for connecting.
That is great. Hey, thank you for coming. It's because you're here that you're connecting. That is awesome. That's half the job. Varya, what was the best thing in 2020?
I like, could you hear me now very well?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so the thing that's the best thing, we can say that the best thing, this is COVID. I can repeat Brian words. But however, due to COVID and most companies, they switched from work to remotely, yes, and our services get more acceptable for many companies in Canada and United States. So that's why I can say due to COVID, we get access to contracts with too many clients.
Yes, isn't that amazing? It's so true. You guys, I never, ever, ever would have thought that I would have people in Kenya on my team. And this is how ignorant I am. I didn't even know that they spoke English so well. And she said it's only her tribe that speaks it that well. And I'm like, her tribe? What tribe is that? Can I offer them all a job? Anyway, if anybody wants to know what that tribe is, I will get the name for you in case you guys want to know. But Varya,
okay.
I'm so with you. I'm so with you. How would I have ever employed anyone in Kenya? Anyway, so happy. Michelle, the best thing to happen.
COVID, because people suddenly saw a need for speaking well on camera.
Yeah.
And so that really helped my business. And then the second best is doing this online summit, which Chala is going to be a guest expert, and just meeting such incredible women who are saying yes to me has really, really boosted my confidence to a whole new level. So thank you, Chala.
Thank you for having me. And it looks gorgeous. I saw the promo. Looks great. Thank you so much. Robert.
Yes, ma'am. The best thing for us, I guess, it's we're a very process-oriented company, and what COVID showed us is that by making a couple of tweaks, we were able to readjust pretty well everything to accommodate online training, online pitching, online selling, online pretty well everything. Plus, what some other people have mentioned is that we're getting in front of many more people because of the networking opportunities, and that has all resulted in actual. It looks like we're in the process of closing our books, and it looks like we're going to be ahead of the game, well ahead of the game than last year. So
oh my God,
so it's been,
let's give him an applause for that one. That's really nice.
So it's been a lot of fun, actually.
That's nice.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed having the kids and everybody home.
And you don't even sell toilet paper, that's when you
don't sell toilet paper.
Yeah, you want to be proud about it. That's awesome. Thank you, Robert. Well, Lawrence, we know the best thing that happened, but is there anything bigger than the
Oh,
award?
well, I have to say, like Stacy, I have a tie. So the COVID accelerated my decision to become a virtual bookkeeper and spend all my time in the basement as opposed to running around the city going to clients' offices. So that was one thing. And the other one is it gave me a chance to bring out my first consulting product, because more and more of my clients depend more and more on the ability to book an appointment. And when I would talk to them about using something like Calendly, they all said, oh my God, I need that. So I created a 90-minute consulting program to teach people how to use it.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
And 2 weeks ago, I sold my first one.
Woohoo! Oh, another one. Okay. Woohoo! This is awesome. Well, thank you, Lawrence. How about Craig? Tell us the best thing.
I've been going back and forth between two.
Oh,
but
another tie.
I'll break the tie. I will say it was kind of COVID related, to stick with that theme, and that I thought I was going to have to do everything I did by doing everything locally and hosting little networking meetings in hotel banquet rooms. And I realized there's absolutely no reason for me to ever do that I can do more business faster online than I can sitting in trying to do everything locally. So all the technology's there for me.
That's awesome. That is, to me, that would have broken the tie too. Good job. All right, Lynn.
Well, for me, I'm going to say thank you to Brian for being brave enough to start the whole COVID thing, because I really would have wanted to just say that because of that hard start that we all had in my area, or hard stop, if you will. It really, when you look at all the different things that have happened around the world, it really ignited several people to be fast and furious about promoting opportunities. And so what I did was I reacted fast and furious to jump on a lot of those opportunities. And that was really what enabled me to pivot. You know, for a few years, I really didn't feel like I needed to have an online presence because everything that I did was in person. And so I had a lot of people that looked for a website that didn't exist, and I didn't feel like I needed to put my efforts there. I had other places to put my efforts. Now I have an online presence, not only with a website, but I have a couple of downloadable programs on there that people can choose to do without my coaching. And it expresses who I am while I'm busy networking in all these different rooms, and I'm working with people globally. I'm working with a lot of people in Canada, I'm working with people all over the United States. I'm working with someone in London and someone in Australia. And that's something I never would have had the opportunity to do, because I never would have made that effort to just meet as many people as I can and stretch beyond my reach. So I will say that I guess the best thing that's happened to me through all of this is that the multiple things that have happened are because I stretched out of my comfort zone and stretched beyond my reach.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Angela, are you still there? Oh my God. Does she have to like take her hand off the wheel?
No, I have some help.
Oh my God. So what was the best thing to happen to you during 2020, Angela?
I think the best thing, there's two. One, being able to take my in-person business online, because everything I did was in person. So I was able to pivot. And then in that process, just doing stuff that I've never done, like video, getting on LinkedIn, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. I had never done it. So I had the opportunity to do it because of COVID.
Very nice. All right. So this is the next and last question for everyone. And I want you to take your pen and paper, everyone. I want you to tell us the last best online networking that you went to, except for this one. So for me, the last best networking I went to was through the Dames. The Dames is a Colorado-based 6 and 7 figure woman entrepreneur club with a membership, and they have enormous online meet and greets, market days, conferences, networking, and so on. So I'm sorry for the men, but it's only for the women. It's always like that, right? So yeah, that was mine. Deborah, when was the latest and greatest?
I don't have a latest and greatest.
So it was us.
It would have to be you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I win. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Pat, anywhere?
Well, I belong to, again, it's women only, a group called Busy Women, which was GTA really, and in-person networking. And she's just pivoted. I do masterminds with this group, and the membership has grown to over 5,000, which is like quadrupled or more this year, and 2 people in all over the States, in Europe, one in Australia. So, and really very supportive, engaging group. So highly recommend that group, no matter where you are.
For the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said GTA, meaning, yeah.
Oh, Greater Toronto area, sorry.
Toronto, yeah. There's a lot of Americans here.
Yes, there is, sorry.
All right, Caitlin.
Yeah, I honestly, I know it sounds like a plug, but really I love our networking. We do them every Monday nights. We do an expert panel, so you get to learn something, and then we do Q&A, and then we do speed networking where you get like 4 minutes to meet somebody new, and it's just one-on-one. It's like speed dating. It's hilarious. It's fun. We really like how we've done our setup. I can invite you guys to next Monday's event if you're interested, but they're a blast. They're like, Monday nights are now my most favorite night of the week.
Are you allowed to have non-members to visit?
You're allowed to visit the first one, to just get a sense for community. So yeah.
Yeah, invite us. Who wants to go? I want to go. Who wants to go?
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, like if you can, is there a link or something?
Yeah, let me pull it up for you and I will get it in the chat.
I don't want to get you in trouble and get 15 people to come in.
That'd be awesome. Thanks, guys. We loved it.
Yeah, and Crystal's just pointing out that you guys, if you're not already in the Facebook group, it's called B2B CEO Society, and you can join by going to the repositioner.com/society, and they will ask you 3 questions and your life depends on it. Otherwise, they think you're a robot and they will not take you. So please answer the 3 questions and get in there. All right, and Caitlin's going to drop, and Crystal, if you can capture Caitlin's, for us to go, that would be great. Okay, Brian, tell us, you're the web guy. You should be everywhere.
Okay, well, my niche is actually industrial. So I spoke at Empowering Pumps, which is actually run by a female. So both men and women are invited, but it was actually Empowering Pumps Industrial Sales and Marketing Day. I spoke on how your website can help you win a contract. And then they had some open networking, and it was a great event.
Sorry, it's called Empowering Pumps?
Yeah, PUMPS, just like the pumps.
God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like a joke.
No, because actually she started empowering women, and then she has Empowering Pumps, and then she has all these different, she has a truly industrial engineering background. So you'll have to go on LinkedIn and get connected with Empowering Pumps.
My God, I've never heard of such a thing, Empowering Pumps. That is memorable. Thank you. I don't think I'll be going to that, but you never know. You never know. All right, Stacy, what about you? What was the last and best?
Last and best was actually part of the Women's Speakers Association. I've just gotten very involved in there. And I got to tell you, it's a very broad reaching. It's one of the fastest growing women's organizations right now. Imagine that. And very supportive, very collaborative. Everyone is helping each other locate speaking opportunities and be better speakers and build their speaking business. So I loved the collaboration. It was just incredible. And it was like, everybody was their best friend. It was fantastic. There wasn't a competitive tone in the body.
Oh,
I do want to ask Caitlin, I saw the link and I went to it. It was for the 23rd. And I would love
You
to
may
go.
not have the 30th up for registration, but it'll be that same link. It's just a recurring link.
Okay.
So let my team refresh it, but just show up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Caitlin, you got 15 new people, 14 new people.
I was going to ask Stacy, what was the name of the one that you just mentioned? That sounds.
It's Women's Speakers Organization, WSA, and it is kind of the up and coming place for women speakers who, by the way, still are lagging behind in the corporate and association world for speaking opportunities. So it's a great place to kind of help build our strength together. Very good.
Nice. That is awesome. You guys, do you see the power of networking? There's only 14, 15 of us, honestly. All right. Thank you, Stacy. Emma, tell us the latest and the greatest.
This has been super awesome, and I love connecting with everybody here. I participated back, gosh, it was a couple of months ago. There was another, everybody's promoting women's groups, but yeah, it was a Boss Babes lunch or Boss Babes networking group online. We actually had an in-person right before lockdown, and then we got to have an online networking group. And so that was also awesome. But again, it's so great to connect with everybody here too.
Yeah, every Tuesday you guys come back. This is gonna grow. I'm telling you, you're at the bottom, at the beginning. You're gonna be like, you're gonna say, I knew this when.
Totally passing this along. Thank you.
Thank you. Maria.
Okay, except this one, this past half year, I have taken a lot of any type of networking, but what most favorite one, it was in Kiev 2020, this October. It was expo for I forgot the name. Yes, the expo of the future digital solution and etc. And we had after expo networking with many entrepreneurs in Ukraine and post-Soviet Union countries and United States and Canada countries. So it was very interesting after expo community that we talk about the problems during COVID and etc.
Wow, that's great. That's the first industry association event that somebody mentioned. Everybody's talking about like their own little cult, and now this is like the big, industry. That's awesome. Michelle.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Varia. I thought you were done. Sorry.
Oh, no. Yes. After we were around like 200,000 participants.
Nice.
So it was it was global. Supposed to be we must have expo in Dubai, but because of COVID, we make it online.
I love it. Thank you, Michelle.
Because he's Canadian, maybe some of you have heard of Jay Facette, and he runs something called JVology, which is specifically designed if you want to get joint venture partners. And so I bought the VIP pass and I learned how to put together a one sheet for JV partners. And I got my pitch together and it was great. And as a result, I got to speak to, you may have heard of the meetup, the Vancouver Business Network, run by Roger Killen and Iman Agay, also Canadians. And I got to speak because of my, pitch at this JVology event. And it happened last night and there were like 50 attendees, already 100 people have seen the YouTube video. So it's a great opportunity. If you want to speak, I know Roger Killen, I'm happy to make an introduction.
Nice. Oh my God. I love this group. You guys, this is high quality. This is a high quality group. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Robert.
Yeah, the last very interesting. There were actually two. I met at the Oakville Chamber of Commerce networking network. They have their networking event every second week, I think it is, or once a month. And I was invited there, and that seemed to be like an amazing group, like really, really good quality, high quality people. And at that group, I had met one of the organizers of the French Women's Business Association. It's called AFAF. And there I was asked to speak and do a presentation on sales automation and marketing automation, and explain to them the differences. And it was quite interesting. And again, at that group too, there was a really good quality, high quality bunch of people. So it's been an interesting past couple of months.
So the chamber meeting was online, obviously. Yes.
Yeah, everything was online now.
And then the French ladies, again, the ladies. But look, they
I'm
asked the
telling
guy.
you, it's
But they asked the guy, you guys, maybe there's hope.
there may be hope. I don't know.
So you had to do the presentation in French, Robert?
Yeah. Well, it's my mother tongue. I speak French better than I speak English.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, maybe next time you can do your elevator pitch in French.
But I could. But the other thing is, one thing that I do, and I've been doing for about the past 25 years, is once a year we get together with a bunch of friends. I was born in Montreal, so I have a lot of friends in Montreal, and we get together with 3-4 friends. They all come up to my cottage and up north, and we spend a weekend there just ripping through each other's businesses. And they're all accomplished have accomplished businesses and accomplished businessmen. So it's really neat, and all in different industries. So it's really interesting to understand the pains and go through that. And that is something that I cherish. We all cherish, actually. Every year we do it once a year, and it's like we've been doing it for the past 20 years, and it's a great bunch of guys. And
I love it. Oh my God. Well, I was born in Montreal, so feel free to invite me anytime. I don't know if that's the qualifier.
You'd be the only woman.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. It only seems fair because all the other groups are women's groups, right?
There you go.
All right. Craig. Yes, thank you, Robert. Craig, what about you?
After I just said that one of the best things was being able to recruit nationally for my business, I actually had an opportunity to be a key speaker for the Indianapolis Chamber, where I spoke on building a 2021 business plan, which then shifted into a networking opportunity with all the attendees. So, and I was able to offer them an exclusive workshop coming up in a couple of weeks. So it was a great opportunity to recruit clients.
Craig, was it like online networking like this, like on Zoom?
Yeah, what they're doing is it's an hour session, and they bring a speaker in for 15 to 20 minutes, and then they break everybody up into networking rooms to talk about what lessons they've learned and how to apply them to their business. So I could pop in and out of the different groups.
Oh, wow. Okay,
as the speaker.
Cool. I see. So they're in breakout rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you. Lawrence, we talked to Varya and Lawrence, right? Or did Varya, did you tell us where latest and greatest was? Because you guys have shifted your squares.
Yes, she talked about the industry event.
Okay, that's right. Now, Lawrence, what about you?
Okay, so on a weekly basis, every Wednesday morning, I meet with a group called the Business and Advisory Networking Group, otherwise known as BANG. We used to meet in person. Now we meet online every Wednesday morning at 7:45 a.m. Eastern time for the early birds who want coffee, and 8 o'clock when the meeting starts. We get about 30 people, a lot of good conversation. We often have a speaker, and because 30 people is a lot of people to go around the room, so we break it up into smaller groups, and we each, introduce each other and have that. And the other one is Friday afternoons. I meet with another group of professional bookkeepers for an hour.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
And although it's not networking in the gotta find a business sense, it's educational, and I've learned a lot. And acquired a lot of other resources, and had people been able to answer questions and be able to answer questions. And to me, that's an amazing.
I bet you're the most interesting bookkeeper with the only bow tie.
I am and I wanted to say at one time my practice was almost entirely women. So I will say women do business differently than men. So they should have their own networking groups, because you will network differently than you do in mixed company, and it works differently for them.
All right. Amen.
It is. So guys, don't be upset. They're not plotting to take over the world. That's what women do when they go to the bathroom in pairs.
If I can chime in here for a second, I totally agree with you, Lawrence, because I find that I've worked with a lot of, I don't know why, but I've worked with a lot of different women entrepreneurs, and I find that they're much more thorough. And the follow-up is something that's completely different. I mean, women have a tendency of being much more meticulous in following up, you know, with all the leads and all those, you know, and actually making the phone call. It's
Very nice. Yeah. So you guys should learn. I'm kidding. I don't know. All right, Lynn, tell us the latest and greatest.
The latest and greatest. I really just have to look at the greatest. It was probably 6 weeks ago, and I'm assuming that this group is disqualified from the previous thing.
Yes.
Because this is definitely a wonderful group of people. But yeah. I would say it's the largest and greatest that I had been on. I don't know if anybody's heard of Top Talent JV Mastermind.
No.
Yeah, David Fagan is the organizer for that, and it's by referral only to get into it. And I've been on it twice. It's like a 3-day mastermind. The first time I was on, there were almost 250 people.
Oh my God.
Over 3 days. So, and they do a lot of think tanks and breakout rooms aside from speakers and, you know, some real learning opportunities. And it was really interesting because there were people from all over, not just in the United States where I am, but all over the world. And I really made some great connections. I actually was invited on some video interviews opportunities in different countries. It was really very, very exciting. I met some incredible people with some incredible organizations. And everybody's really there for each other, which I have to say is delightful, because I've met quite a few people who are trying to figure out how to be there for themselves during these times. So
Lynn, can you invite us?
I absolutely can. The next one that I know is up and coming. When I get, you know, I will definitely get that information to you.
Okay.
And then all you need to do, or even if you see an ad for it yourself, mention my name and that will get you in.
Ooh, okay, you guys, you hear that? But what would be the link?
I'd have to, I will look for that, but
okay.
if it
come back next week.
My goal here is that if you should happen to see Top Talent come up.
Okay.
Okay. Because the links are always different for every event. And there may be some events that are more beneficial to some of you, depending on where you're located, because what they do sometimes is try to schedule masterminds in different time zones, because otherwise, like if they always did, let's say the US time zone, then people in Australia have to, you know, get up really early in the morning if they do something in the afternoon, or, you know, there have been people who really have been up all night long to be in this mastermind. So they try to switch the time zones around to give everybody opportunities. But I honestly don't think you could get I'm going to suggest what you can do is even just look up David Fagan, Fagan, and you will find his website, which will probably post the most recent, and you can get in that way, possibly, but they may ask you how you heard about them. And if they do, just say, I was referred to you by Lynn Lassell. They have me in their database.
Okay.
And
we're definitely going to do it.
Then they know how, and the reason why they do this by referral is because it's the way they can control the quality of the people that are coming in.
Okay. Well, no worries about quality here.
That's why I'm just telling all of you.
I found it.
A room full of strangers, and I'm telling you all, drop my name. You know, that could be risky, but I believe that this is all a quality group.
So sweet. Well, we're not strangers, but Caitlin found it. Okay, grab it, everyone. Caitlin found it. Okay. So last but not least, unless I've forgotten anyone, it's Angela. Angela, take your hands off the wheel and tell us the best networking that you've been to this year.
Honestly, it's this network.
Oh, you guys. Now you're gonna make me cry.
I haven't been networking much, especially online. So this is the one that I've actually joined and continue to come back to versus, you know, one time, two times, and that's not for me. So I would have to say this one.
Awesome. Well, now you have at least 5 other ones that I've written down. They sound pretty good. So hopefully, well, even if you're driving, you can catch this in the group. It's going to be on the page, like, because it's alive.
Yeah.
You can go back and check it out. Have I forgotten anyone, you guys? Your squares keep shifting. We're good, right? Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for coming. It is my pleasure to host this every Tuesday. Remember, next Tuesday, bring whatever different flavor of tea and come back. We are always here every Tuesday, Tea with Chala at 3:30 Eastern. We'll see you later, and please connect with each other.
So chai with Chala.
Chai with Chala. That's right.
Hi. Thank you.
All right. All the best. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for